Good morning, guys. Sorry, my throat's a bit off again today. So, this is a bit of a compilation of me just frustrating scammers. And there's also going to be an email with Teddy Swims again. But let's start with Rose Drake. My name is Rose, and I'm Teddy Swim's personal manager. Well, first of all, I would like to inform you that my boss doesn't have any personal Instagram/Facebook account because he is too busy for that. The only account he has is his official page, which is controlled by the team for sponsorship and promotion, and we know that that's all bullshit, right? So I will want you to disregard any person pretending to be him online. He requested I connect you with him yesterday. He said he saw your profile while scrolling through his page, the account that he doesn't obviously own. And your picture caught his attention because your photo reminded him of someone special that died 8 years ago. But he said I should not bother you if you don't want to talk to him. To which I said, yeah, but you aren't though, are you? Talking about being affiliated. You have zero affiliation to anyone famous. I doubt you're even female. I'd argue that you're male, about 19, and West African. And no, I don't want to see your fake chat from some prank app. And I bet the friend's name was Wendy and she died of cancer. You guys need new formats. To which she sends one of these stupid ones. There is someone I want to help you to help me to contact and connect with me. He reminded me of someone special that died 8 years ago. Sir, it will be risk if the management find out. I know, I will handle that is why I need your help. Okay, sir, what is her name? I will forward her name to your email. Okay, boss, have sent it. I saw it, I will contact her right away. So we know that's all bullshit, we know these chats. Dose, this look fake to you? Said my scammer using a fake chat. Why be overprotective? I said, yes, it does look fake. My niece has that app. This is not app, is my conversation with him. Note how the English deteriorated. I said, and you do know that Teddy has been using his own social media for years now. That's how he got famous before he got management. And in response to, is my conversation with him? I said, no, it wasn't. You made that up. And I showed the chat. I said, your English is the same. Not great. And in response to why be overprotective, I said, because you muggles make it unsafe online for everyone. In fact, that's one of the worst I've seen this week. Well, I will just get to my boss and let him know you refuse to chat with him, because that'll be enough, right? I said, yes, you do that, and while you do that, learn better English if you're trying to get clients with this nonsense. You muggles are so tedious and unoriginal. Run along, little twerp. At which point they vanished. I don't think didn't even bother blocking me or even restricting me. Oh well, there we go, Rose Drake. Now I want you to meet Gerard Butler, that wonderful Scottish actor. I'm so sorry my reading's a bit off this morning. Only imposter will try to prove themselves so as to win the heart of my vulnerable fan, says my scammer apropos of nothing. Hello, have you encountered any imposter before? ? And I think that's because he had hit me up ages ago. I turned around and said, prove it. He didn't come back, so I deleted the chat. And I'd promptly forgotten about it. So in response to only imposter will try to prove themselves, I said, what on earth are you babbling about? I deleted the previous chat because it's clear you can barely speak English. So, ignoring that, the scammer again shows me, hello, have you encountered any imposter before? And puts ? I said, why are you asking, fake Gerard? I deleted our chat once you showed yourself to be fake, like I said. So I showed him where I said, what on earth are you babbling about? I said, you think I'd keep the earlier chat? I have no idea who you are or what you're on about. And I legit didn't. And in response to why are you asking, fake Gerard, my scammer said, why do you keep calling me fake? And what made you think I'm fake? So obviously this may have been an even longer chat where I just called him out completely. To which I said, because your English is shit and I know you aren't anyone famous. You muggles have no idea how things actually work or what has been said recently. And in response to why do you keep calling me fake, I said, because you are. You're looking for clients. Nothing for you here, little man. Bugger off. To which my scammer said, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "No." "Why are you still typing?" Because he kept trying to type. I said, "F off. If you don't want to have a peaceful conversation, it's fine by me," declares my incensed scammer. I said, "No, I don't. You're disgusting." Vomit emoji. "You're not wanted here." And in response to "No, I don't, you're disgusting," my scammer said, "Get lost, you motherfucker." I said, "Nobody will ever want you." At which point he poddled off and didn't even bother to try and block me or anything. So I don't even know if I'm going to bother keeping this. I don't think I will. He'll no doubt come back again at some point, and then I can start the whole run around the rosy all over again. I know you've all had a gutful of teddies, so have I. But unfortunately, he is the flavour of the month at the moment. So it is what it is. So meet Instagram user formerly known as Teddy Swims. "Dear fan, how are you? Thanks for being a fan and linking my page and music. God bless you and your family. Mwah, kissy face." I said, "Yippee, another Teddy, lucky me. Ugh. This is my only private Instagram account," he declares. "I know that you might be shocked and surprised because the famous and public figure will write to me. But you have to know that before I became so famous, I was like a normal person, and I can't be here without you all. So tell me what's wrong with that when I write to my lucky fans. Maybe you are lucky today and someone else is lucky tomorrow, so I have no bad intentions towards you." And yes, I know I have read this before in a previous compilation, but I am going to read you the Google chat, so bear with me. I said, At this point, I was lost for words. I said, "I'm not surprised or shocked. This happens all the time. You won't be the last one to try this. I hope you don't talk to someone else pretending to be me. Thank you for liking my page. Support me. I hope you will never stop listening to my music." And in response to "I hope you don't talk to someone else," I said, "What's the time where you are right now?" Because obviously I knew where Teddy was at this point because he was in my country. "It's 3:34 here in Australia. How about there in your country?" said my mildly more prepared scammer. I said, "Really? You think there isn't a time difference in Australia between states?" Brackets, I'm Aussie. And I know which state he's in right now. And that's because I think he was in WA, Western Australia. And they're a couple of hours behind or an hour and a half behind or something. I don't know. "I will love to know how long you have been my fan," he says, trying to ignore everything that happened before. I said, "I'd love for you to give me the right answer, but I doubt that'll happen, will it? Ugh. A year, maybe? Teddy hasn't been properly famous for that long." To which my scammer said, "I have reached out to you personally as sometimes I need some sort of escape from my busy schedule to clear my head and just chat and talk about other things besides work." And that's because he obviously doesn't know anything about Teddy Swims. To which I said, "Yes, and your management control your social media." Brackets, not true by the way. "And you're warning me about those imposters online scorning women. How original." To which my idiot said, "This is my only private account. I do communicate with my fan. I already believe that you're a very lucky fan of mine and meeting you was a fate." See how the English gets worse. I said, "Teddy runs all his own socials, hence why he's always on YouTube doing shorts. But that interferes with your format, so we will ignore that fact. Tell me about the FBI that are helping you stop these scammers. That's right, isn't it?" And in brackets, irony notwithstanding, close bracket. "Well," said my scammer, "the only thing I can assure all my fans is that I will never mislead you or say false words to my fans. More also concerning the scammers or fraudsters, I already subscribed with Apple Security Agency also to stop people cloning my account claiming it's me." I said, "Apple Security Agency? Never heard of it. Tell me about it." "Really? Don't you know all the applications are from Apple Play Store? The Secure Enclave is a dedicated secure subsystem integrated into Apple systems on chip." I said, "What's that got to do with online security against scammers pretending to be you?" I said, again, gibberish. "How do you me, please? Because I don't know if what I'm saying is wrong. If you know better, can you tell me? Because you was the one who said you don't understand the Apple Security Agency. Why saying gibberish?" "Oh," said no one American ever. I said, a word salad of nonsense, but don't let that deter you. Apart from getting your time and location wrong, I'm glad you have Apple security to stop scammers from making fake pages pretending to be you. I always knew the rest were in my own mind then. Imaginary. Good to know. To which my fuckwit said, I hope you understand that I'm writing to you in confidence. I hate third parties, so you should never tell anyone about it. Otherwise, you will lose my trust. I said, yes, journalists making up stories, etc., etc., etc. Funny how we never hear any stories, but it must be your Apple Store security. To which my idiot said, it's nice you know about it now. For privacy reasons, I have fan platform in my private Google chat. If you have this app, you can send an email or Zangy number, so let's contact you from time to time to discuss and provide feedback if you don't mind. I said, yes, irony going right over your head, it seems. And nobody decent uses it anymore, not since the expose about 2 weeks ago. I'm sure you saw it. It's called the Scammer app, along with several others. You were part of that documentary, so how do you not know this? To which my scammer said, I wish you could install it so I can have the opportunity to be written to you time to time. To which I said, but you don't read anything I wrote. I read them all, he said. If you have Zangy application on your phone, you can send me your Zangy number so I can have the opportunity to be written to you time to time. I said, you clearly didn't read it, or you wouldn't be asking. Are you sure you know what you're doing? Because it seems like you hit your head or something. I suggest you go back and read the chat carefully. To which my scammer said, send me your email so I can have the chance to be written to you time to time through email. I thought he said he had GChat, but he doesn't. He only emails. So I sent one of my throwaway emails. I said, why can't you chat here again? You guys always run fast. Is it because someone reports the accounts? Doesn't Apple security protect it? To which my scammer said, I've sent you a message on your Gmail address. I said, sure. We moved to email. And then I said, still using this account to try and find clients, which he hadn't seen because the account was taken down. Now, we shall move to my Gmail, where he decides emailing was the swiftest way to do this, idiot. So here we are. Teddy. Hello, gorgeous. Mwah, kissy face. It's nice having you here. This is... Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry, guys. Bloody phone updates. It's nice having you here. This is my only private email. Please don't share it with anyone. To which I went, sure. I said, so how is the weather over where you are at the moment? I will love to know where you are from, said my Teddy Swims, who had completely forgotten the chat on Instagram. It's cool, he responds to my question of weather. I said, I already told you, didn't I? I'm Australian, which is how I knew exactly where Teddy was and how you got the time wrong, but you don't read the messages sent properly. To which he says, oh, God, I'm having a bad day today. It's 3:03 here, he said. And then, wow, it's nice meeting you here. I will love to know. Have you ever been to my concerts before? To which I said, oh, God, I'm not doing well. Funny that you got the time wrong, isn't it, Teddy? Don't you guys do your research before you message people is beyond me. And I showed a time stamp and his previous message where he got the time wrong. I said, and no, why would I have been before? Talking about attending his concerts. Teddy has never, ever toured here before. How long do you think Teddy has been legitimate famous rather than just internet YouTube famous? To which he responds, sorry about that, and I hope I can have the opportunity to see you in my concert tonight here in Perth, Australia. To which I just went, oh my God, you're just impervious to irony or sarcasm, aren't you? Do you know when the concert is and where Perth is relative to the rest of the country? I'm sure you didn't know where you were meant to be only an hour or so ago, nor did you know the time. To which he said, impervious and ignoring everything, would you be attending my concert tonight? He said. I said, oh my God, you're still not reading anything I'm writing, are you? Shaking my head. Do you know where Perth is in geographic relation to the other states? Are you aware of this? I mean, you messed the time difference up, so I guess you don't. To which he said, Perth is located here in Australia, or do you think I don't know what I'm talking about or what? Starting to get very triggered. Have you ever attended my concert before? That's what I ask you. He asked again. I said, oh my God, that's not what I asked. You clearly have no idea about Australia, the size or the time difference as seen earlier. Who are you really? What do you mean by that? I hope you're not a reporter that pretend to be a fan. He tries gaslighting me. I said, oh my God, you muggles are all just nonsensical and idiotic, and you have no idea who Teddy is or what he's like. You're clearly not even American. It's obvious in the way you write. To which my triggered scammer said, it's obvious that you don't know what you're saying. Mind you, this is all over email, over about 6 days, guys. This is how stupid this idiot was. As it says the man who had no idea what state Teddy was meant to be in when he messaged me on Instagram, then had no idea about the size of the country, and clearly English isn't his mother tongue. Tisk, tisk. To which the idiot said, oh, I see no reason to pretend to be who I am not. I already see you as a lucky fan of mine. That's why I sent you a message. I said, lucky how exactly? Care to elaborate? Or will that strain your already paper-thin verisimilitude? My guess, the latter. To which my scammer responded, I will love to know what's your name. I hope you don't mind me asking. Hoping against all hope that the previous chat would vanish. I said, oh my God, you really are thick, aren't you? Can't even remember the account you hit up on Instagram. Shaking my head. Yippee, really bad at this. My name is Margaret Garlic. Which, have a look at my account, obviously says Julia, right? To which he says, you have a lovely name. Love heart eyes. Now the name Margaret Garlic comes from a Discworld novel. And then he continues, hope you don't mind me asking, how old are you, Margaret Garlic? I said, I'm 30. This whole email thing is silly. Why don't you have Google Chat? It comes with the Gmail service. I noticed you emailed at like 2 a.m. You were up late? ? I'm 31 years old, he says, apropos of nothing. I believe you already know about that. And then comes back. I wish you could install Zangy application so I can have the opportunity to write to you with my premium Zangy account. And I'm sure the scammer was really hoping that. To which I said, yes, I'm aware. I guess we are just exchanging platitudes because you don't read what I write, nor do you answer questions. How interesting. Not. Because I'd called him out effectively about 6 times, also called him Mughal, and at this point he was just ploughing ahead. So I continued. I said, not a single real celebrity uses that scammer app, referring to Zangy, and certainly not Teddy, considering what was said in the documentary last week by him. I'll say it again, this is nonsensical and getting silly now. Besides, GChat is already installed when you get Gmail, or do you not know this? To which my Muppet responds, I do make use of premium Zangy, which I do subscribe every month to enable me chat with my fan. His English getting even worse. I said, do you make use of Duolingo to learn English finally as well? Prodding him a little bit. To which my scammer, completely triggered, it seems you're a woman with pride, which is very bad, showing me exactly where he's from. To which I said, it seems you're a scammer who is trying to lie and steal from innocent people. Shame on you. Does your mother know you're a thief? And I continued, and at least I have some pride, unlike you, lying online and pretending to be someone you can never be. And then I realised that his fake Instagram profile was still up. And I said, and your fake Insta profile is still up as well. Won't be for long. Which he never bothered to respond to. He may still respond, so I'm not going to delete this one. As you can see, I still have a few others. I have a Keanu that apparently had hit me up a little while ago. Are you there? He said. Honey, how are you doing? I said, who is this? Unreal Keanu Reeves, honey. I said, why aren't you using GChat? because I've got the chat in case you forgot what was revealed during it. I don't have the chat anymore. I don't remember which Keanu, but I know I called him out. I said, and what does unreal Keanu mean? I know your English is really sketchy, but that takes it to a whole new level. Tell me what my name is. Finish Juliana, right? He says, just showing me which Instagram account he'd hit up. I said, so why aren't you using Google Chat? I'm sure I still have the chat. Just send a message. I don't check my emails often. Okay, honey, love heart, love heart, love heart. I guess you are using the Zangy app, right? Are you there, Julia? He says, betraying that he probably doesn't know because my Juliana chat is not under Julia. I said, I've never used Zangy and I'll never use it. Only scammers use it. No, Julia, I don't give out my WhatsApp number like anyone asked. I can only give out my Zangy number. Try it if you can use the Zangy app. Are you there, Julia? When I didn't respond immediately. I said, nobody asked for your WhatsApp number. Either chat with me on GChat like before or go away. And nobody decent uses Zangy, the scammer app, which he never responded to. So we'll see. There you go. So we had a Keanu there as well, which I'd forgotten about, which now I'm glad I'll write down that I've done this one. Sorry, this is a bit of a mess of a video, but anyway, there we go. Let's keep on frustrating these scammers. Now meet Instagram user. I don't even remember who this is. I do have a weird feeling it's probably Teddy Swims, given by the date. Hello, he said. I extend to you my deep appreciation for your unique support. Saying thank you hardly seems enough. I said, okay, if you say so. It's always amazing to talk to a dedicated fan like you. I am delighted. I hope you're staying safe. That should be our priority. I said, safe from what? Once in a while, he says, ignoring my question. I try to reach out to fans, although my management restrict this because of my last experience. They try their best to keep me safe. Well, that's a story for another day. I said, safe from what? If you are okay over there, he asks. I said, safe from what exactly for the third time? Yeah, said my idiot. What, to tell me that you don't know the meaning of safe? His English slipping. I said, yeah, tell me what I'm supposed to stay safe from exactly. Please elaborate. As in, safe on the roads, safe from disease, safe from imposters, safe from poverty. What exactly? Just pick one. To which my idiot says, I'm just trying to show care, okay? I said, if you say so. I hope you're doing good today. Anyway, I created this platform to reach out to one or two fans to know their perception of me. Can I know your perception of me? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I said, I don't know you. How could I have garnered any perception of you in any way? At which point he ran away, and a few days later, if I recall, the account was taken down. So I think Teddy? God, I'm sick of Teddies. Now we move to Facebook. I want you to meet the real Eminem private chat because I've been vibing the latest Eminem album really hard. So obviously I've started following Eminem and I'm commenting and hello, babe. Love heart. Can you imagine the real Eminem speaking like that? I said, why are you messaging me? Don't you see my comments? Because I went on his account and wrote scammer, scammer, scammer under every post. What do you mean? Are you a big fan of mine? Love heart? Question mark. I said, wow, you didn't even look, did you? And in response to, are you a big fan of mine? I said, depends on who you're pretending to be, dude. Pretend what, dear? Says Eminem, who absolutely calls everyone dear. I said, because we know Eminem doesn't have dodgy English or an account with 9 followers created this month. And in response to pretend what, dear, I just put ... I said, check your comments and reviews, dear, because I wasn't the only one that had reviewed the account, the business account, and had written scammer, scammer, scammer. Oh, I don't understand, said my scammer. Here is my new page where my fan can text me, said my fake Eminem. I said, that isn't a thing. You muggles never seem to understand that. And it's clear you don't understand. Don't text me anymore, he said, completely triggered. I went scammer triggered with his shit English and bad format. At which point I think he's blocked me from his account. Yeah, he's blocked me from his account, but that's all right. It's always good to get a nice little fake Eminem. Now, I've had several Frank Sinatras, again, so I'll just go through these quickly because obviously I didn't play along. I said, you asked me to send you a friend requesting chat. May I ask why? Because I commented on Frank Sinatra's post, and Franks go, text me. And I go, he goes, yes, of course, go on. Whatever that meant. Thanks, Loveheart, for the comments and wishes on my page. It's a pleasure to know you have been a huge fan of mine. How long have you been a fan of mine? And in response to yes, of course, go on, I said, I did, and you didn't answer. And in response to thanks for the comments, how long have you been a fan? I said, who is this? Are you Frank Sinatra? Thanks, Loveheart, for the comments and wishes on my page. It's a pleasure to know you have been a huge fan of mine. How long have you been a fan of mine? He repeats himself. I said, you already said this. Thanks for all your likes and comments on my official page. This is my private account where I wish to reach out to my true fans out there. I have more than 300,000 messages on my official account. I pick you to say thanks to you. Oh God, halo emoji. Love heart. Best. Stay safe, love heart. Text me a direct message, honey, love heart. Thanks for your support for me. Cares. Whatever that means. Oh, I went, nice copy paste. Cares what exactly? Are you claiming to be Frank Sinatra? I reached out to you personally because I sometimes need some sort of escape from my busy schedule to clear my head from time to time, to just chat and talk about other things apart from work. I know you may be surprised, but I just feel the need to know people outside my career and some of my EEB, giving them a chance. Tell me what EEB means. I said, so you're just writing nonsense. Must be the whole dying thing so many years ago. It's affected your cognitive functions. It's clearly affected your English skills as well, dead Frank. And sent him this Frank Sinatra thing, because obviously I'm sick of these Franks. I beg your pardon. I'm trying to be nice here by messaging you all my fans as a way of appreciating you guys for your support so far up my page. What would be my gain trying to act like who I'm not? Absolutely oblivious Frank Sinatra against the absolute evidence to the contrary that he was dead. To which I went, from heaven, how's the Wi-Fi? How are you not embarrassed? And sent an insane amount of laughing emojis. I said, you muppet. Hello, dead Frank. Don't want to chat anymore? I don't blame you. You've come across as really idiotic, which he saw and hasn't blocked me, so feel free to go and spam this account. He's an absolute idiot. Another Frank Sinatra. I said, is this Frank Sinatra? You messaged me in the comments section. You're liking my comments. Who is this, please? Hello. Greetings, said my dead celebrity. It's a great opportunity chatting with you from here. I'm assuming he means heaven. To which I said, I'm sure it is a great opportunity for you. Let me clarify. Is this Frank, like the profile says, the Frank from all the music and films? To which he says, yes, it's me, Frank Sinatra. I said, how amazing. How are you feeling after being deceased for so long? Hope you're all better now. To which he says, yes, it's my official, my page, whatever that means. I said, nice to see you up and about again. Will you tour now that you're resurrected? I'd be amazed to see that. It's like a miracle, really. And then, because I just couldn't be asked, guys, I again sent that one, which I keep handy now because these fuckwits are everywhere. I said, funny, huh? To which he responds, I'm okay, after being asked how he felt after being dead. Thanks for your hospitality. To which I said, yes, chatting with the dead is always a pleasure of mine. As you can see, he was active 6 hours ago, and the account's still up. And if he comes back, I'm obviously just going to call him a moron and tell him to F off, because I'm really done with that one. Now meet Michael Loney. Hello, how are you doing? I am Michael Loney from Universal Music Group. I'm representing Robbie Williams as his public relations manager. I'm surveying fans' reactions and impressions of his recent projects, 25 and the 25 Deluxe. What are your thoughts on his recent music project, Netflix doco and tour? Suggestions, opinions, favourite songs so far? Nice copy paste. I said, are you now? Please prove it. Thanks. To which he says, oh, well, besides, thank you for taking the time to drop this amazing review. You've done this with such precision and intricacy that shows how much you value his works. Robbie Williams is an exceptional singer, one of our very best. Please, where do you support us from? Because he assumes that are you now, please prove it, thanks, is a review. We know that they're using ChatGPT at this point. I said, what review is that now? And please prove your affiliation as requested earlier. Thanks. And what have I done with such precision and intricacy exactly? To which he says, actually, we are trying to create an artist-fan relationship. I guess you're supporting our artist? My idiot. I said, you're not answering questions. Why not? And I showed where he'd said, oh, well, beside, thank you for taking time to drop such a review. Then what then is your question? Asked my scammer. I said, what review did I send with such precision and intricacy? To which my scammer said, well, about that. Felt you're a fan of our artist. That's why the precision and intricacy came in. I said, but you said I dropped the review. What review was that? Where and when? To which, and in response to, are you now, please prove it, he goes, this was what I took for the review you had about our artist? Because our scammer doesn't read. I said, you took my comment about asking for proof as a review on your artist. Did you hit your head? I think you just didn't read it. To which my scammer said, oh, well, I won't want to justify my wrong then. I said, I'm sorry, what? So tell me now, what's your thoughts on his recent project, 25, and the 25 Deluxe? I said, so you're just going to ignore my requests for proof then? And in response to that whole question, I said, it was what it was. To what he said, what proof you need? I said, your legitimacy or affiliation to the company and the artist in question, given the rocky start. And in response to it was what it was, which I wrote, and yes, I know it's bad English, he goes, so far you have no favourite? I said, I think I'll wait for the proof, thanks. Then I'll happily engage. You need proof as his public relations manager? Said my incredulous scammer. I said, wasn't that clear from the first message that you didn't bother to read? Being a linguistics professor, I'm also curious as to your nationality. You have interesting English skills, to say the least. To which my scammer said, oh, well, it's all good, just trying to reach out to the fans of our artist. I said, yes, I'm sure you are. Must keep hustling and all that. To which he said, the interests of our artist and his fans is our priority, resorting to his comfort blanket. I said, you keep asserting you have any affiliation, yet are not adding to the verisimilitude of the situation. To which my scammer said, maybe that's how you get to see it. Because basically, if you're supporting our artist, you would as well have a review of his project, tying himself up in knots. I said, I have no idea what you're going on about, except you're openly avoiding having to show any proof of affiliation. Surely you aren't successful with this, shaking my head. You're also showing your age with that little sad attempt of manipulation. And I already posted my review on his official website last week, but you wouldn't know this. Why don't you tell me about his project, being on the ground floor and all that? And in response to, and I posted my review on his official page, my scammer said, okay then, if you say so. At the same time, you should know the official website is mostly managed by the management team and strictly for commercial and entertainment purposes, said my scammer, who's getting website and profile completely mixed up. I said, no shit, Sherlock, it's a website, not social media. Surely you know the difference. To which he said, all right then, have a good day. To which I said, laughing emojis. And keep supporting our artist. To which I sent more laughing emojis. I said, this went pear-shaped for you, didn't it? See? Maybe try another hustle that doesn't tie you in knots. At which point, he ran away. He hasn't blocked me. Feel free to, obviously, scam this guy. He's an absolute muppet. I wonder if my comment's even on there still. Yeah, it is. This guy's so stupid. And I'm annoyed because Facebook don't take them down either for scamming. Now we're just going to finish up with a really short one for my Aussie viewers. Me, a Facebook user previously known as Jimmy Barnes. I said, "You're not seriously asking to follow an Aussie while trying to pretend to be one, are you? I would have thought you muggles had learnt not to try that." To which my absolute oblivious idiot goes, "Hello, how are you?" I said, "Fine, I'm just curious how you think you'll get away with this, that's all." "Thank you so much for your love and support," he puts in. "So far, where are you from and how long have you been my fan?" Not reading anything at all. I said 11 to 11 lemon drops in Gallifrey, a small planet from the coast of Tassie. To which my idiot said, "Great! Thank you for being a great fan of mine. I really do appreciate. I'm a very busy man. I don't usually have much time to talk, so I had my private manager set this up just to get closer to my fans these trying times," whatever that ending meant. I said, "The theory of Darwinism is clearly apparent in this inane and obtuse exchange of nothingness. I think the world has gone mad. Which trying times are these then, fake Jimmy?" To which he says, "Are you doubting me?" Very frustrated. I said, "What gave you that idea? Did you read anything I wrote? Like at all? Clearly not, or you wouldn't have even gotten to this point with the absolute nonsense," rolling my eyes, considering I told him I was from a planet. To which he said, "Okay, I don't really have time for doubt." I said, "Yes, convenient when pretending to be famous, isn't it? I don't have time for fakes." "Okay then," he says. To which I said, "Yes, you'll need to look for your clients and remittance elsewhere, because you're clearly not Aussie." To which he threw a very petulant thumbs up. I said, "Why do you guys even bother trying? It seems so silly, and you can't be making any money with this." To which my scammer, throwing all caution to the wind, in for a penny, in for a pound, literally, went, "Then send money." To which I went, "Why? You're a liar and a thief," and reported his ass, and the account was taken down. And that was it. I'm really sorry about the really atrocious reading, guys. I'm just not feeling myself this morning. So I'm off to work. So like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. I promise we've got some good stuff coming this weekend. So apologies for the very rocky video. I love you all. Thanks for your patience. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.